Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss one of the most intriguing and value for money topic that if you are a development team or you are a company where who is leveraging Java for developing softwares, enterprise grade softwares, and then if you are aware of the fact that starting from year 2019, that's after Java 9, the OpenJDK team is building out uh, a new Java release every 6 months, and we are now currently having three LTS releases. And on 19th of September, we are going to have another LTS release, that is Java 21. So the question comes to our mind is, which is the best web server, this is the best application server, and this is the best microservices framework which we need to choose intelligently to keep up with this pace. And also, the 2018 onwards means that is almost 5 years running that people are coming up with new solutions, and they are keeping up with the pace. But we need to find out which one is the best. So just before going into the investigations, today we are going to discuss first of all the LTS releases which we have. So we have Java 8 LTS release that was delivered in way back in 2014. But in terms of functionality, it was a great match for the development teams. And then we have Java 11, which was delivered in 2018, and Java 17, which was delivered in 2021. And between 11 and 17, we had a 3 years gap. But from 17 onwards, we'll have a 2 year. Every 2 years, we'll get a LTS release. So now, if I if I let's jump into the scenarios to check that which of your favorite web servers and application servers and microservices framework are keeping up with the pace. So first, let's suppose taking a scenario where a development team is very much interested into adopting the JDK 21 features, most importantly the virtual threads and record patterns and pattern matching switch, and keeping the other things, for example, other things, the preview things in a day because they may not be useful in the production as of today. So if you are more interested into that, so might be already using one of the web servers. So first we'll take the example of Jetty. Jetty is almost 28 years old, as you can see, and the current release is 12. And so if you go to the 12th version, you will see that the minimum Java version specified here is 17, which is great because teams can leverage 17, and there is a hope, there is a hope that the Jetty team will keep on they will keep on using the latest Java versions and create newer versions every time. So so then if you see the Jetty's download, which is a Eclipse Foundation's page, so here you can see the 12.1. And then if you go to the release notes of 12, then you will see that the Jetty is using. If you see the release version of minute, if you release, yeah, so the minimum JVM version is 17, and so that's a great information you have. So as you can see, the stable versions are 10, 11, and 12. Other things deprecated. Now coming to the next one is that Apache Tomcat. So Apache Tomcat, if you want to see it is also another very stable web server out there, and it's 24 years old. Currently, the we have so if you we have three releases which we will discuss today. That's Tomcat 9, 10, and 11. So 11, if you see then Tomcat 9, if you go to README, you will see that it is more um, compliant with Java 8 because of the Java 8. And if you go to if you go to 10, you will see that it is more. If you go to 10.1, you will see that it is compliant with Java 11. And one exciting thing here is that Java, if you go to Tomcat 11, which is in alpha stage, means it is being white box tested or it is being tested. Components, individual internal components are being tested. So if you go to README here, that's one of the exciting things. The exciting thing here you can see is that it requires Java 21 or later. So it's a promise that they will, if you are going to keep using the later milestone or the beta version, you can test the server with a application written with the Java 21. Now let's jump to application servers. The application servers first is Oracle WebLogic server. Here, if you see the last version is 14C and it was delivered in 2020. 2020, if you refer the almanac, 2020 means it will be almost after Java 11. And yeah. And if you go to the download page, you will see that it is obviously it is compliant with Java 11. Now going to so it's not a so for a team which needs to keep up with the current version of Java. They need to come out of so they if they are using WebLogic server, they have to wait for future releases to be compliant with JDK 17 and 21. And then if you go to WildFly, this which was formerly known as JBoss and maintained by Red Hat. So the releases here you are see the current release is 29, and if you go to the latest release notes, you will find that it is having a compatibility TCK with its SE 11 and 17. So you can use 17, 11 both and Jakarta E10. It means that it also gives a good gives us a hope so that we'll keep up with the pace of Java, and with the latest releases of Java. Minutes of Java. Okay, and then let now go to the Apache TomEE, which is a Jakarta Enterprise, the Java Enterprise Edition, JEE Jakarta Enterprise Editions version of the Apache Tomcat. So here, if you go to the releases, if you go to the releases, then you can see that the current release is 9 RC. And let's go to download page. The downloads page shows that the Tommy 9 is a Java 11 compliant um, application server. So it's having TCK results for Java 11 as well. As you can see, for Java 11 it is there. So it does not give us a good hope that it does not give us hope that that Apache team has it has other the further if you see the even though this date shows current dates, but doesn't seem to they don't seem to be keeping up with the faster rate of the Java LTS releases. So here it is not a race to adopt the latest Java. It is a way to it shows whether a project which you're dependent on is really keeping up with the latest changes, the latest updates from the Java ecosystem, and which in turn helps us to deliver more to the clients, the customers, to our customers. And then now going to the Glassfish, we'll see whether it gives us a hope or not. So Glassfish is a 18-year-old 18-year-old open source Jakarta EE platform application server, originally started by Sun and then sponsored by Oracle, and now living in Eclipse Foundation, uh, supported by Pyra and Oracle and Red Hat. So coming to the releases, the current release is released on December 22. The Glassfish 7 circa 7. It recommends the usage of 17. So if you go to the the about page, the about page for download page, so you can see that one good news about this is that Eclipse Glassfish 708 is available. And if you see the on in July and August month, some minor releases are coming up, and they're talking about preparations for JDK 21. They were talking about that the test coverage, that the TCKs are passing, the several TCKs are passed on JDK 21 as well. As and when JDK early access builds are there, I think it seems that they are running those internal tests on the JDK Open JDK 21 early access release access builds, and then they are also trying to be ready as soon as trying to ready as soon as the Java 21 is updated. It will be available to you. So yeah, so it gives us a good hope, and so this release, you can see that this is they're maintaining. So that's gives a good hope. Now coming to the microservices ecosystem. So first comes the Spring Boot, which is a extensions of Spring, and for the microservices. And now if you go to the microservices page and you see the current documentation, the current version 3.1.3 is the current GA. And if you go to the system requirements, it says it is Java 17 up to Java 21. Obviously, Java 21. So Spring Boot gives us a Spring Boot gives us good hope that it will adopt Java 21 as soon as it is up for grabs. So you can see it is requiring Java 17, and it is compatible up to including Java 20. It means that you can even use the preview. The virtual threads was a preview feature in Java 20, and that has been given here as well. So it gives us a good hope, and I hope that it continues to catch up with the Java 21 release as well. Next is Micronaut framework. It is another framework for microservices development. And if you talk about what it supports, it supports 11, 10, 8, 11, and 17. And they are able to also showcase that 17 builds are way faster, 30%, and they are able to starting from Micronaut framework 4.0, they are able to adopt Java 17 as well. Um, Now next comes is Quarkus, which is a fairly newer framework by Red Hat 4 years ago. And you can see that July 2023 they have released 3.2.0, and 3.2.0 starting from the version 3, the Java 11 and 17 both are recommended versions. So it also gives us good hope that as soon as 21 is up for grabs, they will update to support. They will upgrade themselves, upgrade it to support 21 as well. So and coming to my favorite Helidon microservices framework, we have so it when we go to the version 3, it also has latest version is the latest version is 3.2.2. 1 minute, yeah, 3.2.2, and it has support. So prerequisites are it's requires Java 17 plus. So gives us a good hope that it will catch up to 21. But there is a surprise for you that it already has caught up with Java 21. So there is another flavor of Helidon is Helidon NEMA, and that is the first Java microservices framework based on virtual threads. And it is it. So if you go to the NEMA's page, that is the Java Helidon 4, then you can see that this branch requires the Java 21 early access release. And they have been using officially Java 17 if you are interested in the stable release, but they are already requiring us to use NEMA for Java 21 early releases. So that gives us a good picture of where our web servers and application servers and microservices frameworks are in terms of catching up with the latest Java versions.